Hello everybody, Frankie Day here for Frankie Day Models. Okay fellas, I'd like to wish everybody a belated Memorial Day weekend holiday. With me it's nothing but toil. I had to work this weekend and I'm grateful I worked this weekend. Although I had other plans to do things, but you gotta make hay while it's sun shining. I'm just glad to be back to work. Okay. The topic of this afternoon's video is going to be video number 8 for the Bluejacket 1898 Portland steamer. And thus far from the last video 7, I had all the trim. And I already got the fittings on it. I got the brass eyelets in place on top of the main deck bulwark of the hull. Also got the scupper fairings on there too as well. Also painted the paddle boxes. So I got to go on the starboard side and finish up six pieces there, which I'll show you on the video. Okay, guys, I'm here, there, everywhere. I went out and brought this one here out, the USS Enterprise, the 1/350 scale with Tamiya. I think I was kind of tinkering around with that about a year or two ago when I got it, and I've been doing some work on it, and I think I'll boost this camera back a tad if it'll go that far. To show you how much I've progressed on this, I just may be working on this too, because I'm telling what I'll be doing. I got the hull painted. I mixed my own haze gray. I didn't buy no haze gray. This ain't to me a haze gray or Model Master haze gray. It's regular. It's regular homemade haze gray. The haze gray that I used to mix all the time in the paint locker when I was in the Navy. I remember those days. Put Big E over here. So I've been toying with that too. I may just commence to building that also. I was looking at a lot of builds of this thing on the internet. That's a good gravy. There's a lot of builds, and somebody goes all the way out on the darn thing, you know. And I mean, I'm talking money, you know. They had Alex of Alex Modeling. I think he did a video of that probably about 4 or 5 years ago. In his earlier videos. He bought also too about the 1/350 scale Enterprise by Tamiya, and he constructed a simile on it, and he calls it the lemon build, and I call it the suck you into more money build. That's what I call it, because that's what actually ventures into. They purposely leave stuff out like that so you get to buy more aftermarket stuff to it. It's kind of spicing up the ship. It's an optional model. You can go all out in that direction, or you can just build out of the box SOB. So I just, our beloved Bob Buskine, he sent me an airway pack. Excuse me, I'll show you in a minute. I should have prepared this for being on air. As a Boy Scout, I flunked the Be Prepared test. Okay, back. Sorry about the short tabernacle, but subtackle. Here's what Mr. Bob Busing sent me. He sent this to me probably about a year or two ago. I'll say about 2 years ago he sent this to me, maybe. This is the aircraft set for more Tomcats, F4s. We had my F4, heck no. F-14s, my error guys, F-14s. I had this in mind as F4s. This is F4 Phantoms. Back in the 1980s, they did use F4 Phantoms on the USS Enterprise. And by that time, they were starting to phase the Phantoms out, and that's when the F-14 Tomcats came in. Now what the kit gives you is these, and only these, no more, no less. Those of you who got this kit in your stash, those of you who built it, understand precisely what old Frankie Day's talking about. This is all they give you. Inside this baggie, there's exactly 4 sprues full of aircraft. You got, it looks like A6, F-14 Tomcats, F-18 Hornets. Looks like SR-7s, S-7s, what the hell do you call those things? Oh, Jesus Lord, that's a long time ago. I've been in the past too long. Anyway, they're S-7s. But also F-8 Corsairs, too. Yeah, that's all they give you. That's the air wing that the Tamiya gives you that comes in the kit. But like I said, guys, there's more stuff out there. You gotta buy more. This stuff don't cost too much money. When you start running into photo etch, you start running into resin parts or whatever they got out there. Man, you're getting into the money. By the time you get everything you need for this ship, it's a museum piece, a miniature. And you're running into probably an extra additional maybe $400 or $500 more dollars on top of what the kit would cost you in the first place. So I'm going to build this SOB out of the box, and if I decided to have a yearn to get more stuff, I'll get more stuff for it. So that's that on that. So I'll let you guys know what I've been doing in between builds of everything. I've got the A model 1/72 scale A model Martin Mars. I got it over here. I've got it all primed. I got all the engines all done and everything. I got to glue them onto the wings, and next I got to go ahead and put the cockpit in there. I'll have that video come to you next, guys, so that'll be discussed on the next video, because I'll have that for you right after this here. Okay, getting back to the Portland, of course. So far on this thing is right here as we zoom in. I have the trim, rubbing strake on the main deck. Now I added another rubbing strake on top of the sheathing of the main deck bulwark all the way up. And lastly, I got rubbing strake on top of the deck, all the main deck all the way up to the paddle wheel box. Now on the paddle wheels, have all been painted. This is the best gold I've ever used. Alex of Alex Modeling said this once, says this is the best gold I've ever used. And it's Vallejo number 70.996 gold. When you first apply it, you get to wondering, is this stuff going to show any brilliance of gold? Well, there it is. Even matches the ornament sides on my photo etch. A1, guys. I like this this gold. So be sure to get some of that in your model, your paints, and you'll be very, very amazed how well and how brilliantly it makes gold parts really glisten. Okay, when I get all the rubbing strakes all done, this is where it's going to be tedious, and it's going to be very, very time consuming. It's called the detail work. Now all these sidewalls of the snow decks, they have not been glued in yet. They have not. I just like to test fit and see things, how things are. See, a model like this isn't assembled like you do a plastic kit. It's got to be built. They give you so much what there is to do on the kit, but you got to rely on plans, and you got to rely on skills and everything else that goes with it to build something like this. It's like I say, this is definitely not a kit for the novice. You got to have a lot of models underneath your belt before you even try to tackle something like this. But in the long run, it's only vessel of its type anywhere in the world that's been produced in model form. And plus, it's got a lot of history, the Portland Gale. So, we're going to be doing next, after I get all these scuppers here, I got to do the same thing on the starboard side. Right here, I got the 6 main scuppers, and I got these brass eyelets. Here's your brass eyelets that I put on here. The instructions says paint them black. I go, hell no, I ain't gonna paint these things black. They look nice. I like them like that. So I got to do the same thing on the starboard side. Also these scuppers right here. They got to be done on the starboard side. And that's only about a 5-minute job. When that's done, it's time to start working on the upper works. I got to do paneling details. I can put acetate behind the walls and paint curtains in behind there, so when light glistens through, it looks like you can see the curtains. So that's as far as I got on this thing. So tonight I'm going to go ahead and finish up putting those scuppers and let it set and dry. Then I'm going to start preparing the video for the Mars on my seaplane group build. So far, I believe Bill of Panzer Men's Bunker, he's in for it. We have another gentleman. He wants to join in too. I think it's Bill's rat, I believe. I really don't know. I got to go back and check it out, guys. I've been too busy lately. So I got 2 fellows right now interested in joining my seaplane group. There's no time limit to it, guys. This time limit stuff is it don't stress you out, just rushes you out and get it done so you can get on something else. That way you won't mess it up just by hurriedly get it done before the time limit is over with. So it's kind of a build you can do off and on until it's. If it takes a year, it takes a year. If it takes 2 years, it takes 2 years. If it takes 5 years, it takes 5 years. I should live so long. Anyway, fellas, no time limit on this. So anybody who wants to join in, you're welcome aboard, and I'm very, very honored each one of you, anybody that wants to join in on that group build. So I have the Mars coming up to you right this video here. Okay, guys, this is the conclusion of video 8 for the Bluejacket Portland steamer of 1898, the great infamous Portland gale, and a lot of history behind this ship, you know. And if Captain Hollis Blanchard's spirit was alive, he could tell me exactly what happened that fatal night. Just think of all the information that could be obtained historically. Wow. Anyway, that'll be it. That's it for me. That's it for the Portland. So stay posted for the Mars. I had that come for you in a couple of minutes or an hour or so from now. And so I had it going for you guys. And so again, please make Mama happy. And take care of the little ones, and please be safe. You got a lot of buffoons out there. People are taking a lot of them over advantage of this crisis we're going through. Every time I venture on Facebook once in a while to see what's going on, like everybody else does. And I keep seeing clips. I'm talking colossal masses of people as if this virus never existed. It's like lessons never learned. The way I look at it, guys, just never underestimate the power of stupidity. I mean, I think that virus was designed to get rid of the stupid people in this world. I hate to say this, guys, I really do. I'm ashamed of saying that live here on the tube, but that's about the way I look at it in my eyes. People who are foolish will pay penalty. And usually the wage of penalty is death. It's a shame and it's sad because of education. My God. I just hope this thing could be overtaken by a good serum or something, a vaccine, and things will get back to normal again. When I look at it, things will never be normal again. There's possibility this thing could outlash into another depression like 1929, but worse. So you better lock and load and keep everything what you guys got that you can shoot out of, because it may turn to that one of these days. And let's hope and pray not. Everybody shares a sense of responsibility that we can forbid this and stop it. Okay, enough chatter for that jazz, and like I say, stay posted for video number 3 on my Martin Mars, and number 2 on it. Number 3, yeah. or number 3, so I had that going for you. And so stay posted for that. And thank you very much, guys, for your views. And please be safe out there. If you're still celebrating the Memorial Day, please be safe out there. It's such a gorgeous day outside. I was out in the pond out there for about 2 or 3 hours out there. I was starting to shake and bake out there. I have my model boats out there. So Frankie Day, you better get the hell out of here. You'll get sunstroke if you stay out here any longer at your age. So I pulled my boat in and tucked up my chairs and got underway, got back to the car, got home. Here I am. Safe, nice and cool, AC on. Catch you on the next video, guys. Thank you very much. Love you guys. Take care, fellas. Bye, boys.